Hey guys, here is Taya, and let's talk about how to make 10k steps a day and how to stick to it. Walking for me and in general cardio is pretty boring. Every time I buy membership to the gym, I hate it. Like, gym for me is kind of the most boring place. I tried everything. I tried walking, I tried personal coach, trainers, and it didn't work. It did work for a certain amount of time while I've got one coach. He was super fun, and we've been talking and joking about everything, and it was like I felt myself like I found that friend, and that's why I think it was the longest run in the gym. But in general, I hate the gyms, and most of the people I see when I go to the gym, they use treadmills, they walk, they run. It's kind of cardio, but for me, it's a little bit useless because you can do it without gym. Like, you don't need to spend time, go to the gym, gas, or you can do it anywhere, walking or running, whatever. But as for me, I think running is not healthy because when you run, it means you're in danger, you know? Because when we see animals running, it means they're in danger. They don't run for fun, just from nothing. So as for me, I think running can be activity and it can be good, but I guess not for all people. And if you don't like running, it's okay. But walking, we all can stick to walking. I think it's even better than running, just walk. Might be faster walk, might be not that faster, but it's safe. You cannot get injury from walking because it's your natural just activity you do every day. And so our point to walk at least 10k steps a day. And it can be easy if you do it. And if you've done it before, and if it's your just a routine, but it can be hard to start. Well, it's pretty windy here in Astana. So I will share a few tips that can help you with this. I mean, it worked for me and it might work for you too. So for me, walking is also boring, especially I live kind of countryside. Nothing interesting here when you walk. It's pretty boring. Not even shops around, not many. But what I found very useful to stick to this activity and to reach the goal of 10k steps a day. So the first thing is that you can do when you walk, and to avoid a boring situation, you can call your mom or your, I don't know, girlfriend, boyfriend, because when you talk on the phone with headphones and you walk, the time is moving so fast that you even can miss when you reach the 10k steps, because you do not notice how fast you're walking, but you're just walking and talking. And it's cool because especially if you sometimes feel that you do not have enough time to call your mom or dad for talk, and you miss this time, like, I don't know, for example, from childhood when you spend more time together, this is your chance. Just call your mom, I don't know, once a week when you walk, and you still have other 6 days for other people, maybe your friends who are important for you. Just give them a call and you can walk without like boring situations, and at the same time your friends or parents will be happy also to hear from you. I think that's the first advice, and it really works for me. I call my mom now at least once a week, and I just discuss, I don't know, stupid family things, but they're kind of enjoying and funny. So the second thing, if you have a call with your manager or whatever, like related to your work, or with your clients, with your suppliers, customers, you can do it during the walk. You just need a good headphones with noise reduction, maybe, and you can move all your calls to the time when you decided to start your walking routine. So yeah, it also worked for me. Sometimes I move my calls and I walk and I talk to my boss or whatever, anybody from work, and you can do it on the go. If you don't need especially your laptop, you just need to discuss something, it also works. So call your boss, call your colleague and schedule the call during the walking routines. And also the time passes super fast and you reach your 10k without even noticing this. The third thing, if you have something like, for example, as for me, I have house and I have lots of things that can happen, like something is broken, I need to invite roofers to buy something, or I need to sell something, and I hate those calls. I hate to make those calls, especially to utilities companies. They always charge me overcharge, and I need to call them and like be sometimes, pushy to solve the issue, even it's not on my side, but still. So, and I hate those calls, and I avoid it at all cost. I never call them when I have a free time because I'm trying to relax in my free time. I don't want to overstress it. But what I'm noticed lately. When I walk, I already feel like those time is kind of it's. I block them from the calendar. I cannot do anything else, and I already do not feel better because initially you hate walking and maybe hate something that you never been doing before much. So I started to doing those calls I kind of was avoiding to do. Like, hey, can we figure out why the last bill, like electricity bill, is so high because my counter shows different values and something like that. So yeah, it works. Time pass, you get your 10K steps. So another thing that works. Sometimes I have a post office not so far, and I've got my goods, like we have some delivery service like Amazon in US, but different here in Kazakhstan. So I received the message that something arrived, and I can take a car and go there, but I decide to go just by walking, and it's not that far, and I just walk, just receive my goods, just come back, and it's already about 10K or so. So it's pretty easy. You try to put two useful things. You walking, it's good for health, and you try to add some value to your walking. Like maybe call with your parents, maybe you need to pick up some goods from the post office, and it works because when you see the double value from your activity, you're like, okay, cool, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna crash it. So another thing that worked for me is kind of grocery shopping. We have a few shops around with groceries. They are pretty small, like convenience stores. And sometimes when I need something, like for example, I ran out of potatoes, but I need it for tonight dinner. I just go for a few potatoes. Even it's just few potatoes, I just walk there, and it feels so good. And you walk sometimes, and it's nice during the summer because of the sun, vitamin D. I don't know, it just felt good. And after the walk, you're feeling yourself much better than before. And it's also happening with me when I want to slack and skip the tennis trainings in the evenings, but I push myself to go, and I feel myself after the 1 hour of tennis much better than before, and I'm like, oh God, thank you, I did it. But when I skip, I felt guilt a lot. I hate myself. So I decided do not compromise myself and just do not skip it. Just do it. Maybe something else. Let me think what else helped me to do the calls. So yeah, this is Taya, and this is my advice how you can stick to walking and how can you reach 10K steps a day. It worked for me, and it worked for other 10 people in my chat. We share our achievements, and also accountability works as well. When you have a friend, maybe you challenge each other and you chat every day. You send the proofs that you kind of done 10K. It works because you don't want to lose. And also when your friends send you results, you also feel good. And sometimes when I not finish my 10K, I see everybody like 9 of 10 people send their proofs that they finished walking. I feel bad, and I just go and do it. Kind of unhappy, but I do it. And in the end, I'm pretty grateful and proud of myself that I did it. It's really cool feeling when you're proud of yourself when you finish something. So yeah, this was Taya. Thank you for watching. Subscribe. I will share more things in nearest future. Recipes, more life hacks, how to keep glucose level in range. Maybe some life hacks about sleep that helps me that is not. Yeah, that's it. Bye.